Hey guys, it's another MC Slot diecast review, and this is the first one of the 12 models that we've got to review. And this is a limited edition Mercedes AMG Petronas F1 team car. It's the W03 as well, which is the 2012 Challenger for Mercedes. And this is, like I said, it was a limited edition, and it's Michael Schumacher's third place European Grand Prix at Valencia. And this was his last podium in his career. And it's dated 22nd 06 2012. So obviously Michael Schumacher managed to score his final podium at Valencia, which is the street circuit, and it's one of my favourite tracks actually. I quite like it as a track, but many people thought it was quite a boring circuit, and obviously it's been removed from the calendar, but I thought it was quite a good track, personally, because Force Indias did quite well there as well, so that's why I quite like it. But at the end of the day, it's not on the calendar anymore, and that's that. It's a very, very nice car, this one, as well. It's different to most of the other diecast cars they've done, because you've got Michael Schumacher fist pumping in the air, which is pretty cool. It's just a little extra touch, you know, obviously heat in the moment sort of thing. He's going to be happy that he scored his podium. And it's obviously trying to recreate that moment as well. And it's not the only car that we've got that's a bit like that. We've also got another car that Lewis Hamilton's won to do a review of, where they've Minichamps have decided to do sort of a different type of car, where they've got the driver reacting in some sort of way. So it's number 7, which means that they finished 4th in the Constructors the year before. They didn't do too brilliantly in comparison to that year, where they finished 5th in the Constructors, and they only scored 142 points in that season. Michael Schumacher himself scored 49 points, 15 of which were his podium position, and he finished 13th. He had only scored in 2 races before that, which was Malaysia and Bahrain, which were both 10th places, which is 1 point, so he had 17 points after that. And his next highest finish was 6th place in Monza, which is Italy. So he had quite a bit of a rough season. He didn't score very often, but he still scored quite big points. His 15 points there is just under a third of his total points. So that just shows, obviously, what kind of season he had. He did get beaten by some of the Saubers as well. I believe he got beaten by Kamui Kobayashi, and he may have even been beaten by Sergio Perez. But he definitely was behind him, and I think he was also behind Hulkenberg when he was at Force India as well. So he was about 13th. Hulkenberg was about in the top, just outside the top 10. I believe Perez actually got into the top 10 in his Sauber, and I believe Kobayashi was 12th, so quite a bit of a mixed season for him. It was his final season, but he got the podium, which is also quite good for him, I suppose. This car, product code for it is 4101-20207, so quite a long product code. All the Minichamp ones are pretty long, and it is limited edition to 1008 pieces. I don't understand why Minichamps do that with, you know, they could just do 1000 cars, but they like to do odd numbers where they, you know, 1008. That's just how they do it. Most companies that I know, when they do limited editions, they do a rounded number, like 2500, 5000, 750, stuff like that. But that's how Minichamps do it, and, you know, I'm not there to question them. That those extra 8 means that, you know, 1008 people can have it. The car, the actual specifications of the car itself is 54 parts with 117 decorations, 34 mass sprays, 11 tampo prints, 53 decals, 19 free sprays, and it's quite interesting because it actually says 0 chromed parts. So there's no chrome parts on this car. But I really like this car actually. One thing I really liked about the Mercedes was the nice blue on the side, as well as on the wheels as well. And I thought it was quite an interesting paint scheme and effect that they had, where it sort of fades out into the grey. And I think the car is quite nice. I have to admit, it's a bit of a boring colour scheme in comparison to some of the other teams that there are, but they've kept it that way, and I suppose that's how the car turned out. Obviously, I think the blue has something to do with Petronas. Is it blue? I think it's blue. It's definitely sort of a teal, bluey green colour. But if you think it's green, obviously, give a comment and say what you think. But the thing about the car is, it's got a very... I do quite like the drop nose on the car as well. Many people have hated these drop noses. You'll see as it comes round. Many people thought they were disgusting and horrible things, but I quite liked them personally myself. So overall, I think it's a very nice car. I quite like it. I'm not the best massive fan of Mercedes, but the car's quite nice. It's good to get hold of and to do a bit of diversity in the reviews as well. And I'm quite impressed with the detail in all these Minichamps cars as well. Even Michael Schumacher's helmet as well is highly detailed. And they've even gone to the extent where they've put a small little track layout inside the cockpit there, which is quite interesting because from the looks of it, it doesn't look like Valencia. So that's quite interesting considering it's meant to be a Valencia car. You would think they'd have the map of Valencia in there. But Michael Schumacher's helmet is very well detailed. That's the monster logo if you can't quite make it out. So yeah, Minichamps and die-cast cars are very well detailed indeed. Thanks for watching. Please give it a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to also comment what video you'd like to see next. I believe the next one will be Lewis Hamilton's as well, because that was already requested. And I thought I'd do the two limited edition special ones first. Any comments would be greatly appreciated, and especially the subscription, because it's a new channel and we're trying to build it up a bit, and also your views and your likes and everything like that. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out D More Slot Reviews as well.